Hello and welcome to Brie Happy, that show on Fridays where you ask me questions from Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr, and I answer your questions to the best of my abilities and knowledge. I am not a counselor. My goal is to just spread love around the world and diminish hate forever and ever, kind of. That can't happen. Let's just love each other for a little bit, okay? This question's from Facebook and it's from Sarah, and she says, how do you keep yourself motivated to do something for a long period of time, like learning new dieting, etc.? Well, it's actually very easy to start doing something. It's very hard to keep doing something. Habit forming takes about 2 months to actually set in. So if you can push yourself to do something for at least 2 months, I think it will just become easy and you can really get into it, and it's gonna be harder to fall out of it the longer you stick with it. Especially when dieting or trying to form a new habit like running or becoming more active or something like that. I think the mentality, it's not like, oh, I can't eat this. Like when you're out with your friends and they're like, oh, do you want a cupcake or something? You can't say, I can't eat this. You have to say, I don't eat that. Saying the right thing really helps a lot. It sort of tricks your mind into thinking that you're not depriving yourself of something or you're not missing out on something. And I think that's a really, really important thing to keep in the back of your mind. If you feel like giving up or if you slide, that's okay. I'm one of those people where I have a really hard time if I slide or something, I just give up. Don't be too hard on yourself. It takes a long time to form habits and stay motivated. Everybody does it. It takes a while, but it's totally fine. This question is from Tumblr. It's from somebody anonymous, and they say, I'm a girl and only get along with guys. Every time I make a friend that's a girl, we never make it as friends for that long. How do I make and keep girlfriends? I think this is a great topic for today's video. I'm probably gonna talk about this for the rest of the video. I was one of those girls. I was the girl that only got along with the guys. All of my friends were guys, and I'm like, girls just don't like me. I've tried so hard to make girlfriends and keep them, but I just feel like I relate better to guys. When in fact, I feel like I was too insecure with myself and I was judging these girls for no reason. Especially when you're a teenager, it's really, really hard. You really, really want attention and you want to be the only person in the room, especially with guys or around the sex that you like. You want to be the only person in the room and you want to be the prettiest person and you want to be the most attractive person, even if you're not attracted to those guys. You just want to be that person, and it comes from this really, really deep insecurity, and I had it, and I know a lot of girls out there have it. If I could go back in time and change anything, it would be that I never chose guys over girls, and I just had a lot of girlfriends, and I worked really hard on my friendships rather than my stupid relationships that didn't last too long with guys. I think girls are on the same level emotionally, and I think we really connect to each other really well, better than girls do with guys. Even if you think you're a guy's girl, your brain does not work like a guy. Any friend in general starts a new relationship with somebody and then they sort of stop talking to their friends or they put their significant other first, which is totally fine. But what happens when you're best friends with a guy and he gets a new girlfriend and then you don't have your best friend anymore? He's not there for you. He's emotionally with his girlfriend. The best thing you can do is have girlfriends to back you up. The next part of this conversation, which I think is important, is that a lot of girls are very mean to each other. And I don't really understand, well, I do understand it's out of insecurity and jealousy, and I just feel like the world would be such a better place if girls just realized to love each other and to, you know, defend each other. I feel like girls are always fighting, and it should be the complete opposite. I think it took me a while to come up with this viewpoint, but I think all girls are beautiful and deserve to be treated that way, and I don't like to see any girl get picked on, especially by guys, but mostly by each other. I hate the feeling of walking into a room and having a girl do the look up and down where she starts at your shoes and you walk in, she's sort of like eyeing you up and down. How do we stop doing that to each other? Oh my God, I've been told a lot that I have a bitch face, which is sort of like, I've had so many girls be like,
oh my God, when we first met, I thought you didn't like me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I think you're great. I've always thought you were great. It's like, I don't know, I just got that vibe from you. And I realized that I have like sort of had this bitch face and this icy stare that it's not intentional, but I felt like a while ago when I was really insecure with myself, I could feel myself judging another girl when they walked into a room, and I feel like you can totally see it. It's totally transparent on somebody's face when they're judging you. And so when I meet someone now, I have a smile on my face. I love to compliment girls. I feel like it just breaks the ice. You want these people who have a lot in common with you to be there for you later in life, because no matter what you're going through, it's so important to be able to lean on somebody and to trust in somebody. I love hanging out with guys because they're laid back, they're fun, they really don't care, but at the same time, I don't feel like I connect with them on an emotional level like I connect with girls. And it takes a while to realize that, and I think with age and maturity, it sort of comes to you. It's just so easy to say that you don't get along with girls when in fact I don't think you're really trying to get along with girls. Another reason that you might not relate to girls is because you haven't found the right group of girls to hang out with. If you find that you relate to guys more because you're into, say, video games or sports or boyish activities, I suggest maybe you just think girls are catty and all they talk about is makeup and clothes and stuff like that. That is so not true. There are so many different girls out there. Like, we are all so different and awesome. And there are just so many people that you can find that you have so much in common with. I swear to you, especially on the internet. Go to your favorite websites and interact with people on there. There's probably gonna be a lot more girls there than you think. All of this totally applies to guys too. I think guys that have girlfriends, I think that guys that are closer with girls, I think you should interact with guys more. I know you don't think you have that much in common with guys, but I'm positive that there are some guys out there that you do have a lot in common with. At the end of the day, it just makes me feel happy and whole. To have these people that I know love me. Say you have your guy friends, they're never gonna say, oh my God, I love you. Like, they're never gonna make you feel like fully loved like a girlfriend will make you feel. Let me know in the comments below if you experienced any of the things we talked about in today's video. How did you deal with it? If I didn't answer your question, I'm really sorry. You can leave it in the comments below and all the Bri-Liebers can unite and try to help you, because that's what Bri-Liebers do. They are the sweetest, most caring people I've ever met, and I haven't even met all of you. All my links are down below. Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. Go add me on all those sites. You can ask questions, you can talk to me. I'll probably answer you back, and if I don't, it's not because I don't love you, it's just because I don't love you. I'm just kidding. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you on Monday. Goodbye.